Hello all. Today let us discuss about a wolf in sheep's clothing, fake government of Telangana, FGOT, J into H, JAC, why not prohibited? Abstract part. Nowadays, human lives are surrounded by cybercrimes of different varieties. Generally, some cybercrimes cause terror to the nation's common citizens in different appearances. For example, cyber fraud, cyber stacking, cyber defamation, cyber vandalism, etc. People need to trust the nation all the time. Our cybercrime case study in this paper is related to the J into H JC organization, which has prevalence even now in J into H academic environment. The website associated to the J into H JC cybercriminal organization is known as FGOT, has committed multiple cybercrimes, nearly four different cybercrimes, against the government of India. The snapshots of the homepage of this website found out through the Internet Archives Wayback Machine web crawler tool on the Internet for the period 2011 to 2014 provide this evidence. After March 2014, the culprit website removed the image with the cybercriminal content and changed its appearance, look and feel of its web pages. Thus, FGOT and JNTU organizations are wolves in sheep's clothing. Our cybercrime case study discloses how the students of JNTH academic community are tricked and turned lopsided. The JNTH students became members of FGOT organization in very large numbers, nearly more than 2,000 registrants. They brought the cybercrime under the study into the limelight of the concerned police authorities and management of JNTH. The actual cybercriminals were not punished because the police personnel could not produce paper and concrete evidence before the court, resulting in the acquittal of the accused and leaving another accused A2 not caught up and investigated till now. It is a big loss to the entire JNTH academic community. It was very much agreed in cybersecurity research circuits that the accused were really cybercriminals. We questioned the police authorities to reason the acquittal of these true cybercriminals by court through RTI applications. We questioned JNTH management also to reason for keeping quiet when there was clear evidence against the accused A1 and A2 for perpetrating these cybercrimes. Since the response from these authorities was not satisfying, we opted for a variety of alternative solutions such as deliberating with respect to handling the cybercrime in cybersecurity research circle, brought awareness about this cybercrime, provided counseling and guidance to the JNTH students and general public using effective cybercrime focused PGF, People's Governance Forum, web device, citizen-friendly social networking sites such as Facebook, Twitter, Google+, etc. We also pinpointed the concerned public authorities to convict these cybercriminals and prohibit FGOT, J2H cybercriminal organizations and avoid mishandling of such cases in future. Introduction. Cybercrime or computer-oriented crime refers to the criminal activity carried out by means of computers and or the internet. Handling cybercriminal cases demand much intellectual and follow-up work by the cyber forensic analyst CFA. CFAs combine their computer science background knowledge with forensic skills to recover information from the computers and storage devices. CFAs generally assume the responsibility of assisting law enforcement officers with crimes and to retrieve accurate evidence. CFAs are the qualified with bachelor's degree in computer science and background in criminal justice. The usage of the state emblem of India in a way that was prohibited by the State Emblem of India Act 2005 was a cybercrime perpetrated against India by FGOT associated with JNTH JAC. We also found a mention of Government of Telangana in the logo, which was prejudicial to law and Constitution of India during the years 2011, 12, 13, and in the first half of 2014. GOT 2014 is Government of Telangana, whose appointed date is 2nd Jan 2014. After the Parliament passed the AP Reorganisation Bill, after March 2014, the culprit website removed the image with the above said logo and changed the appearance, look, and feel of its web pages. As the JNTU was affiliated to Online Cheating Government of Telangana (CGOT) and the Seditious Government of Telangana (SGOT). This fake government of Telangana (FGOT), which has been operational in the JNTU Hyderabad during 2011 to 2014, is misleading and cheating the nation. Motivation: cybercrimes perpetrated in the context of Telangana separatist movement with regard to the violations of State Emblem of Telangana Act 2005 were registered against the cybercriminal related to the JNTH organizations with FIRs on 15 January 2014, whereas the complaint was made against sedition crime. The cyber criminal impact is that the academic spirit GOT affected badly among the inmates of the JNTH, and the relevant crimes tend to affect badly the national amity, national spirit, national consciousness, national solidarity, national unity, and national integrity. The sedition crime is not yet registered, and hence we are working for registering this cybercrime under the sedition law violation. When there is sufficient evidence against an individual or organization that committed crimes, I mean cybercrimes, it should be natural for the law enforcement agencies to register the relevant crimes against the accused and move the cases to court with proper evidence so as to attract appropriate punishments for cyber criminals and cyber criminal or cyber criminal organizations. Then it can be inferred from the status quo that public authorities have national spirit and integrity, otherwise the reverse is true. Missing non-cyber policing. As the means of support to Swamiji, a team of prominent senior leaders of Telangana met Governor E.S.L. Narasimhan and sought his help to order a comprehensive inquiry into that entire episode. These leaders said that it was not right to send Swamiji as far as Kakinada in Andhra Pradesh, and it was merely misuse of official machinery by the present political masters. Swamiji filed a writ petition challenging the exterminate orders passed against him. The senior lawyer arguing on behalf of Swamiji contended in High Court, Hyderabad, that Swamiji did not fit into any category of persons for extermination under which was invoked against him. Consequently, the High Court uh, of Telangana suspended the police order extending Swami Paripurnananda from Hyderabad for 6 months. Subsequently, on 14th August 2018, Swami Paripurnananda got a saffron welcome at Kodad as given in 4. But cases were filed in many police stations against Swami Paripurnananda and party leaders for not taking prior permission for conducting a huge rally in the city and giving speeches as given in Figure 5. One senior leader of the central ruling party and temple organization said that the High Court decision suspending the police order came as a slap to anti-nationals. One prominent leader said that had the government taken correct action against one party prevailing in Hyderabad that made derogatory remarks against the Hindu gods and goddesses, these incidents would not have occurred, and he also justified the Swamiji trials to protect against the remarks made by the movie critic on Hindu gods. Conclusions and future work. The following are the outcomes of this study with many significant advantages in them. We got an excellent handle in terms of adaptive handling of cyber crimes in our case study. The case study provides some necessary information to the researchers and to the ordinary citizens for practical understanding of the cybercrime. We have elaborated the ins and outs of the cybercrime case study. We compared the Swami Paripurnananda experiment case with our case. We conclude that the police have not treated all the above-mentioned cases in a uniform manner. The FGOT cybercriminal organization after March 2014 removed the immediate the cyber criminal content and changed its appearance, look, and feel of its web pages. Thus, FGOT and JNTU-HGAC are wolves in sheep's clothing. The future scope is to suggest some alternative solutions, such as concentrating on initiatives to undo the deleterious effects of FGT and to bring awareness about the initiatives taken up by the authorities to diffuse FGOT. For this, we can use ICT solutions to set up some web devices and create accounts on citizen-friendly social networking sites such as Facebook, Twitter, etc. in a large scale. Our future work is to bring awareness and generate public opinions, repair or rebuild a society to become a fully cyber secure society. Thank you.